Hi everyone, welcome to Intuitive Garden Tarot. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. Welcome. We're going to take a walk together in my intuitive garden and look at the energy for this week, September 8th through the 14th. It's very interesting. I'm recording this on the 7th, right at the peak of the blood full moon lunar eclipse. So I'm going to make that the theme of this reading because the shadow effect lasts 3 days after, 3 days before, 3 days after is generally when all that energy is already being perceived and at play, if you will. So without further ado, let's look into the energy for this week and see on the heels of this full moon what's at play for us. This is a general reading, remember, and there's a link in the description box below to schedule a personal one-on-one reading with me. I'd love to do that. It's super fun, and you never know what you're going to get. Okay, we have the Four of Cups, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Fool. Okay, at a glance, I'm liking this, and let's break it down. So the Hanged Man is an energy of willingly putting yourself in an uncomfortable position to see things from a different perspective, taking a time out, taking pause, reflecting, expanding your consciousness, expanding your perception. And I feel like this might filter out into more than one situation. There might be more than one place in your life where you're starting to see things from a different perspective, maybe including the other person's perspective when it deals with interactions with other people, whether personal or professional. And this Four of Cups says that there's some sense of something missing. Maybe some disappointment or boredom at what's on your plate right now. Wishing for something more, particularly in the realm of emotional fulfillment and joy, pleasure. And this is affecting, in particular, one-on-one relationships. They can be romantic, they can be non-romantic. You know how this applies to you. But I'm sensing a softening of wanting to connect in a way that's more balanced, gentle, loving, respectful. And this might come from some of you, at least, recognizing that that might be what's been missing for you. That's maybe not what you're receiving or what you've been experiencing. But the eye-opener here is that when we have that realization and once we begin to make that shift and approach others in the way that, we would like to be approached, do unto others, that expression, it can bring a very profound shift and rebalancing here. And I just want to throw it out there for the big picture. The Lover's card sometimes is about, ambassadors and diplomacy between countries. Hopefully we'll see some of that in the political landscape. Now this Two of Wands at the heart of the reading shows me that you understand there's an opportunity to move forward, but you're still untangling yourself from some old perceptions, maybe some old relationships or situations, an old job, an old home that you're living in. Um, so you understand that there are choices and opportunities in front of you, but you're not quite ready yet to take that step or make a decision about which direction you want to step in. And some of you have a lot of people that depend on you, and I think that's the reason to be slow and cautious, which is a good thing. So if this is in your family life, in your personal life, if you have a lot of people that you're responsible for in your work life, um, you don't want to make a rash decision right now, and you want to weigh all the options. And there is a light guiding you and illuminating your path here. So the outcome of this reading leads us to the Knight of Cups energy, which is really reaching for what you enjoy, following your passion, your heart's desire. And I think what your heart desires has leveled up, and that might be some of the new awareness you have, as I've mentioned. So a full moon is known for illuminating things, and an eclipse is a particular energy of what do you want to eclipse out of your life, is the term. What no longer serves you, or what do you no longer feel in agreement with. It doesn't have to be whether it serves you or not. Like I said, I'm sensing a leveling up, particularly in what you desire, from your relationships, whether they're romantic, non-romantic, professional. But you're seeing the possibility of more balance, more respect, more love. And as you work in that energy and embody it, new people and new experiences are just going to start popping up all around you. This is really exciting. And the Knight of Wands has speed. So here, again, I feel like it just brings new life, breathes new life into your life experience, breathes new energy into it. You might be feeling lighter than you have for a while. The energy has been very dense and heavy as we've been digging down into our deeper shadows and pulling out, lost parts of ourself from the muck that we've just not been able, ready, or willing to face yet. A lot of people are finding that they're ready, it's time, they're being pushed. However it's landing for you, let me know in the comments. But you can look forward to some sense of feeling uplifted and a lightness. And that, followed by the Fool, is fantastic. This will inspire you to start something new, to take a leap of faith with something, with someone, or to go somewhere on a journey, perhaps a new journey, a new adventure. This could be actual travel, or it could be an experience, a state of mind that you're wanting to explore, whether it's meditation or traveling virtually online, exploring different places. Let me know what's exciting to you and what you might be looking forward to. And oftentimes in this deck, I get the message that this is relative to the smoke clearing. As the smoke clears, then it's time to take a step, a leap of faith, jump into something. Some of that smoke, I feel, even though none is depicted in this image, is this Four of Cups energy. The last bits of sorrow or sadness, or feeling like something's missing, or you're not getting your fair share, or you're not feeling totally fulfilled or excited about what's in front of you, that is shifting right now. And it's because you have chosen to look at things in a different way. and it really is time to explore your joy and follow your heart's desire, even if it's a tiny step of coloring or something in some free time, or baking bread, or building something in a workshop. Yeah, that's definitely worth celebrating and very much necessary. I'm looking to the oracle cards now for some more information. Yeah, okay. This is clearly the deck that wants to speak. Remember to click the like button. It really helps support my channel and get me exposure to new people. Very important right now so my channel can continue to grow. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Divine feminine, yin, feminine energy. There is for sure a massive influx of softness, kindness that's coming into the planet. It's coming into our hearts, and it's long overdue. And divine feminine energy, by the way, is represented by the moon in terms of the planets and planetary objects, if you will. So I am loving this. It is really a time to slow down, receive, and come from a place of softness. It doesn't mean to negate or poo-poo masculine energy. Remember, we all have both inside of us, and it's essential or optimal for all of us to be in balance with both energies. But in general, most of us have been predominantly in our masculine energy, male and females alike. So I feel that we're being called to align with that and to stand for that, particularly as I made an allusion here to global diplomacy, kindness, love, softness, which is the opposite of some of the shadow aspects of masculine energy, which would be over-aggression, dominance, war, destruction. Just doing one last check. I feel like there might be one more message coming through here. Yes, it's listening through your feminine energy, contemplating through the lens of your feminine energy. So I've already rattled off some characteristics of how I perceive feminine energy: softness, kindness, allowing, receiving, nurturing yourself, nurturing others. It's always important to nurture yourself and not skip over that in your desire or motivation to nurture others. You have to fill up your own cup as well. And that might be here what this fourth cup is, that this figure doesn't see off to the side. The reminder that ultimately you are the one who is able to nourish and fill up your own cup. And when you're just looking outside yourself, it's never going to be enough. Even if at times it feels like it is, it won't sustain you in the same way that you can sustain yourself by really being solidified in your relationship with yourself. with your inner child, with your higher self, both, however you perceive it. But it's very important that you take time to nourish yourself, rest, slow down. As I mentioned with aggressive energy, the softness here is taking some time and not just reacting and blazing forward. So these two wands, I'm because it's football season here in the United States, American football, I'm seeing this as a goalpost and standing right there in the middle of the goalpost. And your goal is what you choose it is, and it's right in front of you. It's very accessible now, but it's a matter of untangling the last little bits of limitation so that you can choose most wisely from a place of abundance and expanded possibilities, which also is the energy of this Hanged Man. It's expanding your consciousness, expanding what you see as possible, and what you can perceive. I honestly expected a different kind of energy, maybe a heaviness. So this is what we can look forward to as a result of this very strong lunar eclipse. An opportunity to realign with our feminine energy and lighten our load, follow our joy, our pleasure, and put ourselves out there, take a leap of faith, try something new, get out of our comfort zone. This is really beautiful. I hope you have a beautiful week, and please look forward to your individual zodiac readings. Those will be coming down the pike in the next few days. So I'll be looking at your individual energy by zodiac sign, which will be a little more specific. But for now, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.